states of abuse, states of abuse, states of abuse. Pressure presses on the back of your neck, the ache of the clock as you wake, late to the job that takes. You say to yourself to endure the strain, I don't got it as bad as, and you don't. Pennies keep adding up to nothing till it builds that empty feeling that you were always bound to lose. Surviving under these states of abuse, we workers toiling the land, profits stolen by the boss's hands, from the women in wars, Mexico, to the Africans shot down off Italy's shore, to the dock workers off Oakland's ports, to the truckers traveling up and down English roads, interlinked to history, intertwined our future in this world defiled by these states of abuse and torture that provide more corporate breaks, writing checks that bomb, shoot, pollute, starve and scar, making fat cats fatter while the P&M complex gets bigger, funding that ever-expanding noose around the necks of me and you. Freedom remains occupied in these states of abuse. Their wars are always justified, the propaganda intensified to dummy us all into submission. A common enemy must be supplied, a face the media paints, pouring communal power to the hierarchical state that's always on the take, taking lives for gold, stealing land, causing wars to support long after we're gone. The class stacks that sold every citizen into slavery in Rome, over 1 million in the Indian Wars, the terror that slaughtered Apache and Cherokee, both young and old, the power that consent puts into control, their lies become true. Every country is a terror campaign, a state of abuse. North to south, east to west, here, there, everywhere, a state of abuse, a state of abuse. If they come for you, they're gonna get me too, a state of abuse. From the Greek and Roman empires to the 1900 Chinese dynasties, seeding Spanish conquistadors to the Balkan War of 1912, a state of abuse, a state of abuse. The wars that never end is the war drop from the upper classes to the working and the poor masses, a systematic state of abuse.
Governments lie. Very important to remember. Governments lie. I mean, not just the American government. Governments in general lie. Now, when I say all governments lie, that may sound like an anarchist statement. The anarchists have something there. Yeah. They're right to be skeptical and suspicious of people who hold governmental power, because the tendency of people who hold governmental power is to lie in order to maintain that power.
The nature of the threat. The nature of the threat that we're facing, bracing from the New World Order to the Order of Freemasons. It's the force behind race, the division of class. It's 7 billion folks, each watching their own ass. Also focused on themselves, nobody has your backs. Divided, conquer, guess who gets the last laugh? Built on centuries, pain, oppression, pressing on us until we learn our lesson. If we knew our histories and how they intersect, like the pieces of a puzzle, how our struggles connect, and I reflect on similarities between the past and the present. Sick of living on my knees 1,000 years before Columbus came. My people colonized, massacred, bound and chained. Now you get hung up on race, demonized and color lines. No doubt race is a factor, but it leaves you blind to the reality we're sitting in. The same boat, it's got a big ass leak. If you wanna stay afloat, shut the fuck up. We got to work together, and if we can't do this shit, we're gonna sink together. It's the fear and the pain embedded in our brains while we killing each other in the name of the game, it's race and racism, class and class war. It's the way the rich feed off the lives of the poor. It's the death of hope and the fear of change. Feeling like a target on a firing range while we're fighting each other for the crumbs they drop. When if we stood up together, we'd make the world stop. Around the world, people die from this corporate cancer. Shell oil in Nigeria, machine guns and massacres. Use race and religion to divide us, genocide. Indigenous land gets stolen worldwide, from Chiapas to Chechnya, Ireland to Tibet. We're fighting for our lives, getting offensive like that. I'm rolling 6 feet deep, but I ain't giving up yet. Cause poor people everywhere know the nature of the threat. It's the profit machine. We're 4,000 years deep up in the fight for our minds, trying to hurt us like sheep. I'll trace it back before Rome to the first empires, pyramids built by slaves. But there's a raging fire of resistance to this system. For instance, we're fighting in the streets to preserve our existence. Resistance is fertile and we grow like weeds, and my voice is the wind just spreading the seeds. In the face of extinction, annihilation, organized to rise in every nation. It's the fear and the pain embedded in our brains while we're killing each other in the name of the game. It's race and racism, class and class war. It's the way the rich feed off the lives of the poor. It's the death of hope and the fear of change. Feeling like a target on a firing range while we're fighting each other for the crumbs they drop. When if we stood up together, we'd make the world stop. My family came in on the auction block. We were indentured servants, but now my people forgot our history. From sweatshops to shared profit, it's only natural that I'd be hip-hop. And we were both broke as fuck in Oklahoma till my granddaddy brought his fam to California. Only way he did that was through the armed forces. But we're still white trash, so y'all, of course it's the same. If you're black, white, or brown, long as you're broke, the American dream is a sick, sad joke. And then they wonder why it is that poor people smoke. Y'all is self-medication, breathe it in and choke on the lies, alibis of a dream deferred. Social services your kids if you're caught with the herb, while the real criminals are kicking it on Wall Street. All my people in the street have got nothing to eat. It's the economy, stupid, rigged against us. TV news brainwashing, designed to convince us we need their asses. To be real, the upper classes did wait on our backs, doing their best to smash us. Damn right it's like that. I'm on the attack, bringing artillery to take the world back. Bringing artillery to take the world back. It's the fear and the pain embedded in our brains while we killing each other in the name of the game. It's race and racism, class and class war. It's the way the rich feed off the lives of the poor. It's the death of hope and the fear of change. Feeling like a target on a firing range while we're fighting each other for the crumbs they drop. When if we stood up together, we'd make the world stop. The nature of the threat